Hello, everybody. It is the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. Thanks for joining. I'm going to be covering Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, among other things tonight. And wanted to come on here real quick at the start of this because I'm going to start this with something other than the coverage of Brooklyn, Minnesota. My friend Dante from I'm sorry, I was thinking Dante Wright, Brooklyn, Minnesota. My friend Devontae from Real Indie News. We had him on last night covering the mass shooting in Indianapolis at the Indianapolis International Airport. The FedEx facility out there by the airport was where the incident occurred. And Devontae was out there covering it, and he reported that a witness, actually a couple of witnesses, had told him that there were two shooters involved, and the police have not said anything about a second shooter. I mentioned last night during that coverage that there might have been somebody that went out into the parking lot and got their own gun to try to stop the initial shooter. We don't know any more than that. Then Devontae had this information, and I want to start. I want to start tonight off with a video from Devontae, and he just says, let's have an important conversation. So let's begin with this, and then we'll get to the coverage of what's going on up in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota.
This conversation is, I'm not going to say it's long overdue, but this is definitely something we need to talk about, right? So yesterday, young man, I think it was like around 12, walks into work and shoots almost a dozen people. 9 people, including himself, are dead. The FBI had a conversation with him last year about the assault rifles and some of the things that he had been saying on the internet. Mind you, that the day before yesterday, he calls FedEx and he tells them, I'm going to come shoot up everybody. Because some people are saying because he was fired, other people were saying because his check was short. And might I add, there's still another shooter that they're not talking about. One shooter killed himself. That's the one that they plastered all over the internet. But there's another one that witnesses saw with their own eyes that they're not even talking about. Go back and watch my video that I posted of a young man who did the interview. He told us, listen, there were 2 people shooting. We've seen it. 2 people shooting. So there's still one person that they're not even talking about. But here's the real conversation that I want to have. This young man who killed 8 innocent people had a mental disorder, had issues in his personal life, told somebody, oh, y'all can't hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Oh, man, somebody, you need to unmute your phone. Told somebody he called shootings, these 9 people who have been shot dead for no reason, they're just as responsible because he told you he was coming up there to do it, and you guys did not do nothing. You didn't send out an email. You didn't warn anybody. You didn't say, hey, there's possibly an active shooter. You didn't call the police. You didn't get law enforcement involved. You just act like it was whatever. And now 9 people's lives are on the line. So I'm calling out FedEx. And I want to know, what is your procedure around threats that is not just endanger the person who's giving it, but endangers the employees that are sitting there slaving to be there? FedEx is responsible for what transpired last night. And if you don't like it, get off. But I promise you, FedEx is responsible. Just as responsible for what transpired. Not only are they responsible, but the issue that our country has around mental health, that there aren't enough programs, funding for people like this young man who shot and killed 8 people. When you reduce funding for mental health programs, these are the things that you run into. This is not the first time this young man has found himself in trouble. He has been through the system before. And listen, if we're going to lock up youth, if we're going to put the youth in jail, the first thing we ought to do is at least do a mental evaluation when they come in there. But you know why that's not done? This happened back in the early 2000s. It's not done because nobody wants to pay to really help people get the help that they need when they enter into the system. The federal government does not want that responsibility. They don't want to pay for that because it's not designed to help people. Listen, y'all, you're right. We have administrations who have spent billions of dollars on the military. Billions, not millions, billions of dollars on the military, but have spent $0 when it comes to making sure that children and teens have the proper mental health evaluation that they need when they're going into these facilities and being arrested so that they don't find themselves back in this same situation. Y'all, America is responsible for these shootings that have been taking place across our country. We as America is responsible for this. So yes, we say, oh, he's sick, he's that. How could he do this? And I'm not making an excuse for him because it was sick. But when we don't allocate resources for people to get help, this is what happens. Now, yes, please, Barry. Now, look at where we at. This was the 3rd mass shooting, just alone in Indianapolis since the year. Do you know that we are leading the country in most mass shootings? Indiana is. We're leading the country. You know, Justin, it's been time to say enough is enough. And y'all, let me not get into the 13-year-old who was shot and killed by the Chicago police officer. Let me not get into the young man, Dante Wright. The officer said that she meant to pull her taser, but she thought her gun was her taser. Let me not get into that. We have issues in America that we seem to continue to overlook. shot dead in the street, whether it's by each other or whether it's by the police. We're going to see more young people. Do you know that the young man who shot up FedEx was 19 years old? He's still in adolescence. If we do not deal with this mental health issue, if we do not deal with poverty, if we do not deal with this, with the drug addictions that people have, we will continue to see young people's blood cry out from the streets. When are we going to say enough is enough? Y'all, I'm tired of getting phone calls late at night, hearing that another young man or young woman is dead. I'm tired of going to these funerals and seeing young folks under the age of 24 laying in caskets. There's no reason for this. The city of Indianapolis, we have to do a better job of reaching these young people. Hey, y'all, listen. This is just not on our government officials, y'all. This ain't a popular conversation because it requires you to do something. Listen. This is just not on our government officials, but it's on all 96 people who are watching this live. You hold responsibility for your community. No, don't terrorize people. Don't talk crazy to people, but hold each other accountable. I always say it like this. What if that was your son? What if that was your daughter? What if that was your loved one who was shot dead in the middle of the street by having a conversation with someone you could have prevented? Y'all, we have to step up. These police officers, like y'all, it's so much. I'm trying not to cuss, but it's so much stuff going on in our country that we cannot afford. We cannot afford to continue to watch our young men, our young women die. Cannot afford to watch our young men, young women have substance abuse disorders. We cannot afford that, y'all. We have to do something. We have to do something. There are organizations who's out here who is doing the work to make sure that something is being done. I'll speak for mine. I just got hired. And I want all 90 people to stay on there because I want you to hear what I'm getting ready to say. I just got hired at Central Indiana Youth for Christ as the Juvenile Justice Ministry Director. My job is to help young people who find themselves in the system come out of the system. Watch this. To come out of the system, build a relationship with Christ while giving them the tools to get their life back on track. Y'all, I need your help. I need your help. This is what I need you to do. If you believe that this is an urgent work, if you believe that this is something that needs to be done, I'm going to put it in the comments. I need you to go donate right now. www.ciyfc.org. That's Central Indiana Youth for Christ. You're donating to the Juvenile Justice Ministry. By you donating, it's going to give me the ability to help put these programs in place in our juvenile centers. It's going to give me the flexibility to help bring resources to our young people. Y'all, the next mass shooting, the next young person that gets shot and killed on the street, they're either on probation, they're sitting in juvenile, or they're sitting at home. I need your help. I need you to donate to CIYFC. Go to CIYFC.org. Use your capital to help fund the work that we need to do to help these young people. Y'all, listen. There's a young man, there's a young woman right now who doesn't even know that they have a mental health disorder, who doesn't even know that they have a substance abuse disorder. And they need you to believe in them by donating to CIYFC, Central Indiana Youth for Christ. I want you to donate to the Juvenile Justice Ministry Program. I need you, whatever you can, not to Real Indie News. Everything that I'm asking for from this day forward will always go to Central Indiana Youth for Christ, because the work that we're getting ready to do to jumpstart this ministry, to jumpstart helping these young people to get their lives on straight street. It's listen, y'all. The problem is, since the government won't fund helping young people, it is our responsibility as the community to fund these efforts. If you'll pledge to give some, I'm not asking for a specific dollar, but if you'll pledge to donate, I want you to say, I'm going to give. If you
Okay, I just I felt like it was important to get that message out, that something is being done by someone, and I'm proud of my friend for doing what he's doing. He says by July we're going to see a difference in Indianapolis, and we're going to see people off of the streets, and I believe he's going to give everything he has to make that happen. I do have the names of the people that were killed in the mass shooting last night, and a few of them are of Indian descent. So there is the possibility that that indeed this might have had some racial overtones. Dead were Matthew R. Alexander, 32, Samara Blackwell, 19, Amarajeta Jola, 66, Yaswinder Kaur, 64, Yaswinder Singh, 68, Amjit Singhon, 48, Carly Smith, 19, and John Weisert, 74. Again, those are the people that were killed last night in a horrific action by a 19-year-old young man in Indianapolis, Indiana, and pictures of him are just now beginning to come out, and the young man looks like a baby. He really does. It's sad. So I wanted to start off with that with my friend Devontae from Real Indie News here in Indianapolis, and now we will go to what's going on in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
So say, rest in peace to Hardell. Nobody should die in jail. Rest in peace to Hardell. Nobody should die in jail.
I do not have any reports of a curfew tonight.
Montgomery County, go to hell.
Before I got here, there wasn't any announced.
There is no curfew for tonight in Brooklyn Center. That was announced by the mayor of Brooklyn Center earlier. And while I'm on mute with Mercado, I'm going to be jumping around from city to city tonight. There's activities going on in various locations, New York City, Chicago, and of course here in Brooklyn Center in Minnesota.
Nobody should die in jail. 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 Rest in peace to Hardell. Rest in peace to Hardell. Nobody should die in jail. Nobody should die in jail.
Welcome, Benefica Media and Tyra to this next squad. Welcome. Guys, we're in front of the Brooklyn Center Police Department in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. Night 6, Justice for Dante, right? Protests.
Sexual orientation, we don't judge each other on anything. So I just want to say that before we proceed with this prayer. All right, thank you all for being our with tonight.
Going to switch to Chicago here real quick just to get our first look of the night at. I'm going to switch to Chicago real quick. Get our first look at the night of protesting in Chicago. The protest over the death of Adam Toledo, the 13-year-old. This is an aerial view from WGN TV. We'll go back to Brooklyn Center momentarily. Again, this is an aerial view to give you an idea of the numbers that are starting to turn out here in the beginning of the night in Chicago. Trying to do two things at once. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Hello, everybody. If you're just joining us, peace, shalom, blessings, love, Friday night. Hopefully a safe and peace-filled night. Okay. We'll go back to Mercado. We'll be jumping around throughout the evening from location to location. Again, this quick overhead from helicopter in Chicago from WGN. And now back to Brooklyn Center.
Given the authority to do so. He said, whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. So I bind that hate right now. I bind up what people are doing right now. I bind up what people are doing right now. I bind up what people are doing right now. I bind up.
I will. Yeah.
Again, if you're just joining us, we're in Brooklyn Center of Minnesota currently. Night 6 of protests.
And we flash a light of justice that Minnesota can become the true left star for justice right here. And we can take that justice to here, all the way down on the distribution, all the way down to the government. Because there is a record for justice that is happening right here on 38 in Chicago and 63 at the
I'm going to switch views here real fast. Switch views here real fast.
Join with me the chant that most of us Muslims love to chant. When we don't know what to say, we say God is greater. When we don't have words in a moment, we say God is greater. And we say it in Arabic, so if you've heard this before, you can say it with me. And let's go, Allahu Akbar. I'm going to say takbir, and you say Allahu Akbar. So takbir, 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 takbir. Surely God is greater. Thank you all. We're going to have that sound. If you can give us space to the soundtrack, we're going to be moving the soundtrack. We appreciate that. And let's give it a hand to our sound guy, Peter. And then remember, there is a protest 9 p.m. downtown Minneapolis, Haven County Government Center, and you can also stay here. All right? All right, thanks, y'all.
Once again, I want to make the announcement that a professional photographer has lost a media wallet. So if you lost a media wallet, you can reach out to Black Lives Matter Minnesota or me in the green robe with the black hat while I'm out here. Thank you. Which way?
Let's play some songs, your song.
All right, y'all, we're going to do this real quick because we're closing out. We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to live.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose for our change.
We have nothing to lose but our
We
change.
have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to live.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our change.
We have nothing to lose but our change.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to live.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our change.
We have nothing to lose but our change.
Put your fists up. We have nothing to lose but our change.
We have nothing to lose but our
We
change.
have nothing to lose but our change.
We have nothing to lose but our change.
All parts of the people now. Be strategic and be safe. 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 Let's go, we love y'all.
Safe, y'all. Don't get
Everyone, I need you to back up about 10, 20 feet from the van, please. We're going to be heading back out the way that came so we can clear the street. Please, clear the street. The van county road. Back out of the street for the time being. Yes, that means you folks right here. More than that, out of the
Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with that feed. Trying to get people out of the streets. Monitoring Salt Lake City, Utah, monitoring Washington, D.C., monitoring New York City, monitoring Chicago. Of course, right now we are in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. Pop back over here too. Mercado for a few minutes. I just want to say hello to everybody. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for joining in. Sam Scott, Smoke Wagon, Sissy McLeod. Frank is live. Okay. I'll see if I can find his feed. Moondog, thank you, man. Kurt, I'm not reading comments at the moment, just reading names, saying thank you to those of you joining in. I'll get up here in the comments in a few minutes. I got a lot of stuff going on back on the other computer, trying to get things lined up for the rest of the evening here. So I'll get back up in comments in a minute. Thank you all for hanging out. And hopefully we have a peaceful night all across the country as far as the protests, whether they be for Dante Wright here in Brooklyn Center or whether they be for Adam Toledo in Chicago. do a quick switch and check in on Washington D.C. This is live from a Breitbart Media camera, which is right wing, extreme right wing. So they're showing it from behind the police line. But that is, well, that is what was going on in Washington, D.C. The feed came back up. Protesters setting off fireworks, police responding, and it looks like it's going to freeze on me. So we will pop back over to Mercado while I search for better representation of what's happening in New York City, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. We'll go back to Brooklyn Center. Okay, before anything gets too deep there, we got the Washington, D.C. feed back up. This is what's happening in Washington, D.C. That's Washington, D.C. We're going to go to Frank Nitti now in Brooklyn Center.
Batteries. How y'all doing? I appreciate it. Thank y'all. Yeah, no, my ass fucked up.
I be wondering why people they be like this when they be live. I be like,
Oh, I be thinking I can't see.
you too young, you can't see it, bro.
No, it's just dark. It's bright that light. Fucking me up. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it a lot. I really do. Yeah, burn it down. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It ain't going crazy, bro. I'll let you take your shit back over. I appreciate it.
A lot of people like to get the chance to say something to you specifically compared to like they see on the media and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's different when a person gets, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I want to tell you how I feel.
I just looked at like 20%.
All they say is all that they say. I got a lot of people that support the family, but they want to be a long time.
We'll check in with Chicago real quick. As the night goes on, we're almost at 10 o'clock. It'd be 9 o'clock. And police are out as protesters were marching down the streets. Again, we're at WGN, well-known Chicago local station. Hop up here. Oh, watch out, Okers. Let me sit down here behind you, beside you for a second. Hello to everybody that joining us. Tommy Larson, K-Money, KFC, T-Rex. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's having a good evening. If you happen to run into the USA, please let me know. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, my man. Again, this is just a quick overview of Chicago so that keep tabs of what's going on up there as well as everywhere else we're monitoring throughout the night. We'll hop back over to Mercado here in just a second. I just wanted to give a brief recap of things that have happened today. There you get a good view of the numbers in Chicago and growing. Earlier today, there was a police action shooting in San Antonio, Texas, that a police officer routine traffic stop on a pickup truck with 3 males ages mid to late 20s. One of them apparently pulled a gun on the police officer, shot him in the hand. As the officer stepped back, recoiled from being shot, he pulled his gun and shot into the cab of the truck and killed two of the occupants of the truck and injured a third. Also, there was a police action shooting in Portland, Oregon this afternoon. A houseless man in his 30s, a white houseless man, was killed by police in a place called Leeds Park. And of course, we are here with the protesting tonight over the death of Dante Wright in. Okay, we're losing that feed. Dante Wright in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. LMPD at it again in Louisville. This time, 1 arrest and 5 females cited for jaywalking. Jeez. I'll hop on and see if I got anything. Anybody's got anything happening. Maxwell or Riot or somebody has something from Louisville. We'll get that in the rotation here.
I'll be out here all weekend. React to the stream, guys, if you haven't. Give the stream a reaction. Follow the page. And make sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel for notifications. Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, you guys. We're at the Brooklyn Center Police Department. there, guys. It's a signal. Signal cut off for a sec.
Well, we've got a brief interruption here. Let me see if we can get Frank Nitti back up.
What do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? If we don't get it, 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 if we don't get it.
So we don't have any video.
What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want?
See if we get Mercado back up until Frank's video comes up. Okay, this keeps interrupting. I'll recap real quick. We're in night 6 of protests in front of the Brooklyn Center Police Department, protesting after a 20-year-old Dante Wright was shot and killed. He was killed by a female police officer, Kim Potter, and it was during a traffic stop. She's a 26-year police veteran. She resigned Wednesday of this past week with a 2-sentence resignation letter. She has been charged with second-degree manslaughter, and she is out on a $100,000 bail, awaiting her second trial date. Her next court date is the 17th of May. And as things are buffering here, let me jump back to Frank Nitti in Brooklyn and see if we get some video from Frank now. There we go. So video from the guy leading the thing.
Don't arrest me! Don't arrest me! Don't arrest me! Arrest the police! Convict the police! Inject the police! Charge the police! Now look, if they come out here to try to come get us, y'all know that's what we gonna say. Yeah. Hey, let's go back now. But when we were going to quick, put that picture that way. When we say arrest some pictures right there. So go ahead and get back. We got to get right back, bro. Now, like I said, when we say that shit, put those pictures right there. And let them feel what we feel. Don't arrest me! Don't arrest me! Don't arrest me! Don't arrest me! Arrest the police! Convict the police! Inject the police! Charge the police!
For those that don't know Frank Nitti, Frank walked from Minneapolis, Minnesota to Washington, D.C. for the million-person march. He's an activist. He was live streaming the entire way. He was hassled the entire way.
I'm sorry, I put y'all on pocket care. Yeah, for sure.
And I just got notification that the Minneapolis public schools will be closed Wednesday through Friday of next week in anticipation of the verdict in the Derek Chauvin trial for murder of George Floyd. Once again, Minneapolis public schools will be closed Wednesday through Friday of next week in anticipation of a verdict in the Derek Chauvin trial for the murder of George Floyd. That should be a little bit telling in and of itself.
Everybody down here, bro. For sure, that's the least of the. Yeah, I know people be feeling like that, bro, but they walking around in the crowd, bro. Like, there you go, kid. Yeah, let's go. Where's Rod? Talking Willie. Willie right back in the arm. Hey, Steven. Don't reply because I just blocked you. I don't want to see that no more. I'm sorry, y'all. I had, hey, when we be chatting with my little homie, I be beatboxing while he be chatting. And they be fired. They be like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, well,
like that, like,
let Frank handle his business. And
You know why they're underneath the barricades? Because they don't think black people are human. They only see them as animals. That's why they keep killing them. And that's why they're out here using barricades against them. And see, what a lot of people don't understand, and a lot of people think that like, oh yeah, look at the police goes down. And they're like, and this you know, that's like an accident.
I'm not sure what's going on here. This is supposed to be Mercado Live, but this is obviously from earlier. I'm gonna hop back to Washington D.C. real quick here. Yes, it is. It is stressing people the hell out. You got people that are hopeless and people that are helpless, and the 19-year-old that killed everybody in Indianapolis last night. His mom went to the FBI in 2020 and said that he had threatened to have suicide by cop. Again, we're covering Washington, D.C. right now. I'm trying to find somebody on the ground in Chicago. Well, Michelle, we'll have to disagree on mask wearing and being un-American, but you're welcome to say anything you like. And I totally agree. People need stuff to do instead of staying home. I'll keep an eye on what's going on in Washington, D.C. We'll go back to Frank since get something else up here.
You know, last night on Unicorn Ride, when I told dude if a white dude get killed, black people, we gonna fight for you too. And then a white dude got killed today in Portland. Y'all didn't think that was like ironic. That was crazy. And then we told him that last night. And then the police took a white dude in Portland at 9 o'clock in the morning. After I said it, like, you got to cop last night. And the black activists in Portland went out to the scene. So, like, Dre, and they went to the scene. With Dre Miller will be out here Sunday. Shout out to Portland. They'll be out here Sunday representing. Right, they dropped that shit the next night. Or they think they can prove it's justified. Just to say, you make it back here, you say. If you make it over here, you say. You make it over here. You make it to right here. You make it to right here, you say. Right here. Right. If they come, they came. They were so mad the other night. They parked right here. They just blocked us in. They just made us sit here for a couple hours because they were so mad.
This is a new streamer I'm unfamiliar with, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, so many people trying to stream from Brooklyn Center, it eats up the bandwidth. Here we go to Chicago again. This time, Fox 32 in Chicago. I cannot find anyone on the ground in Chicago, not even a mainstream media source. But we'll get a look from above. I have no idea what street they're on. Just that there is a large mass of people. This is in protest of the shooting of Adam Toledo, which we've discussed on here, 13-year-old young boy that was killed by police. There are different videos out. One video that just shows he's got his hands up in the police shooting. Another video shows that he had something in his hands and threw it away, presumably a gun, and he was shot after that. But my point is, if you have a gun and the cops say drop the gun, and you drop the gun, they're not supposed to shoot you after that. Just something to think about. Let me try to go back and see if we can get back to Brooklyn Center and somebody on the ground with some audio. Pardon me. Okay. A lot of people out in Chicago. But honestly, not as many as I thought might be out. It's still early there. It's 9:30.
They really don't like when people are on their fence. That's what they call it, their fence. I know this because I went through, I want to say basic training. They call everything there. So the reason why they put a double fence is because they didn't want nobody on their fence. And when they start putting umbrellas and what's not right there, that's when they feel, I want to say, threatened. So they start shooting people with their rubber bullets and mace bullets.
Oh, hey, Michelle. Yeah, we. That's one of the staples of this program is that we often agree to disagree, and we do so respectably. And doesn't mean we don't love each other. Just means we have differences of opinions on certain things. Ain't no big thing.
I was in here earlier, but when you were talking, we saw like 17 houses to look at. Right? And I got told me all the things from my mom, and I told this stuff. And then I came to see the years, I got embarrassed, whatever stuff. And then I came here, like the same, like kind of like 2 days after being shot, I came here, and my girl like, you should have never came. That's no pain, and all of a sudden, I started going off with the knife and I started hearing stroke pain in the shoulders. And I was like, oh no, a man movie. I can feel the pain all on one side. I'm like, oh, what? That's here, bro? Yeah, that's why I got the leave by, I think it was like 9:30, 9:45. I got a meeting. There's a lawsuit going on right now from the general of the state. And the general office says that now even the press is trying to tell them that's not good. That's because he's like, he's a lawyer for the whole thing. Yeah, that's my job. It doesn't make any sense. No, the first time they talked to me, told me I was going to jail for a riot. Yeah, road trip, we're not showing the ground. We're going to do one. Yeah, we're together. Together. You guys want to talk about what happened the other night against the press? Unicorn Ryan Nico was stopped and detained with my camera person. After detaining us, they actually took our equipment and threw it, so it was broken. Our microphone was broken. Nico's lapel on his microphone was broken. They haven't said anything about the damages. I also noticed my battery pack was missing after my interaction with them. At this point, we know there's an ongoing lawsuit against the state, so we'll see how that develops. But it's definitely worth noting that the person got an exemption and showed the force so far, including his martial orders. Thank you, our guys. Appreciate it, man. Labor Reporter, make sure you guys give him check out on YouTube. We got him on Instagram as well, Facebook. That's the reporter there. As he said, he came here and he was detained, but the officer decided to break his equipment, steal his battery pack, and then broke Unicorn Ryan's lapel mic. Lavalier, look out, okay. Handheld look out. Lavalier mic is the mic that goes onto your shoulder or your chest, whatever. And as soon as I get over here, see, like every time I get over here with a group of people, that's when the internet starts getting more choppy.
Hey, Galaxy Rapper, incoming Silver Storm troops deployed to Ukraine. Okay. Check on those two things. Good evening, Salty Granny. Good evening to everybody that's watching. I do finally have I've got somebody on the ground in Chicago. We're going to take a quick I'm hoping anyway.
Yeah, Unicorn Ryan's mic was thrown into the tree, and his lapel was I think it was like the actual like part that shows you.
No, we are still. Okay, we are now finally switching over to Chicago. On the streets of Chicago. I've got somebody on the streets finally. Well, of course. If you're just joining, thank you. We are on the streets of Chicago at the moment in a protest for 13-year-old Adam Toledo.
Fullerton and Kenzie. If folks want to join, thank you everyone for joining from the comfort of your homes and being here for Adam. Adam Toledo presente. Make some noise! Hey, my arm's pretty strong. Am I getting tighter or something? Where? I know, before. We are on Fullerton and Kenzie right now, walking towards Open Square Park. Fullerton and Kenzie.
Okay, we're going to hop back. We're going to hop back to Frank and Frank Nitty at Brooklyn Center, Minnesota.
Fuck my nose up.
You guys want to go? Someone want one? Goggles?
helmets they got. This is crazy.
There was just some kind of explosion near the fence here
No, left it in the car.
in Brooklyn, center, Minnesota. I'm not sure what happened.
It's in the back, yeah. Bro got out of here in that whip, huh? They talking about y'all got two different things going on. One group of activists come out that's tear the fence down. Another group of activists saying if you don't out here to peacefully protest, go home. So one side don't even know what the other side doing, so that's why motherfuckers. What's fucked up is the niggas over there stepping the gate where I came from. They stopped the shit over here by the people that was peacefully protesting. You know what I'm saying? Look up. Wait.
So basically what's happening there is one side wants to tear the fence down, the other side wants peaceful protest. The police shot at the people that wanted peaceful protests instead of the ones that wanted the gates torn down. So nobody's happy.
They'll stand right in front of that gate like, come on! Come on! Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They'll be standing right in front of the gate. Niggas will be, come on! The police will be scared. Come on! Bring it! We got shields, we got pepper spray, we got helmets. Right? They'll be right in front of this gate right here. These are white people that back up like, whoa. They still down, but they back up a little bit like, whoa. Yeah, it's like a talcum powder out there. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, say something to the people.
I was monitoring Washington, D.C. I saw an explosion that looked like fireworks, and then the feed went down. Chicago seems to be relatively tranquil march at the moment, so we'll stay here in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, as it seems a little bit different energy than last night.
Go a little forward. I want to get closer
You can see all the police are now on their fence. If you haven't been watching the past 6 nights, it started out there was no fence. Then there was a fence built around the police department. Now the police are coming out of the gates, out of the fence, it looks like, or at least shooting.
Where's Hulk?
Now there are 2 fences. There's a fence protecting the fence that is surrounding the police station.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a little hairy.
Are they?
This rain. It's gonna get here. I gotta buy a backpack. I got your backpack.
Seal. Hey, grab a seal and
Dad,
It's all right. If she gets scared, we can do something.
and that's fine. You can take the phone and we'll call it dead,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. You let her know and we'll go say something. Oh, we're all right. We're all right. There's nothing going on. We're all right. We're gonna let her know. What's going on? It's those people that we're worried about. It's all right. It's all right. This is just life. This is just shit happening. But you're all right. You're safe. Your dad's here.
I want to go now.
My name is John.
That's all right. I'm just making sure she's all right.
I'm here because of my kids.
Yeah.
Okay. I need her.
Oh, no problem, brother. I got you.
Can you guys get her there?
Yes, right now.
Take that shit with you. I got this.
I want to go sit in the car right now.
No, go get it. Go get it. The gym.
Come on.
I promise. Hey,
We're good.
Can I
I'll
get
make
this
sure
off?
she's in good hands.
shut up. Wait,
I'll make sure she's in good hands.
that's all I need. Get her to the gym.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, somebody.
Get off.
I'll find you after I get this
Yes,
thing.
please. Okay, Nick, Brad. Okay?
I'll be there.
Okay. Wasn't anticipating that. Let me get something up real quick here. Jump back and see if Frank's on. Hey, Louie the cat. Lay down, buddy. Okay. Seems like maybe Mercado got a direct hit, and that's why he's not broadcasting. Okay. Well, this is the time when I wish I had a much better phone, but nonetheless, we will. Get back to the picture here. Okay, it doesn't look like Frank's broadcasting live anymore. Frank Nitty's not broadcasting. Let me drop over here and see what's happening with Black Lives Media, because they're at another location. I've been monitoring Black Lives Media out of Minnesota as well, and he's at a different location. I'm not sure what's happening there. It's part of something called Operation Safety Net. Okay.
So this is interesting. This Operation Safety Net Day 2. I'm at the location we were at last night, which is the Operations Center, and the operation tonight is downtown in 30 minutes. So I'm going to take a travel through North Minneapolis and just go by different spots where they have positioned the National Guard for protection of property. But where we were last night at about 1 in the morning.
I don't want to play this because that may be information that's not supposed to be out to the public. Okay, I guess Mercado's back up. Somebody said he took a direct hit.
No, it hasn't been. They haven't deployed anything. No LRAD communication at all. There hasn't been any communication from them. They just started firing. I was completely taken by surprise when I got hit. I was looking down, and then I looked up, and I saw this stream from the rooftop and a diagonal come right at me from the grass, and I saw the sparks coming behind it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe they shot right at my legs.
So that's why Mercado was down for a while. He took a direct hit. But Andrew's back up, so we got a steady stream from Brooklyn Center. Again, okay, police are starting to interact in Chicago. I'll keep an eye on that. I don't have anything from New York City, and I still don't have anything from Washington, D.C. after what I presume was a fireworks went off in the direction of police.
Oh, shit! That was a ricochet. So it ricocheted from the rooftop, and it hit the fence pole into the crowd. So if they're shooting, that light is coming where the shots are coming from. So they're shooting down from the rooftop onto the crowd. Share the screen, guys. Share the screen. Flashbangs are up. This is the first LRAD. Hi, bro.
Yeah, right.
Unlawful assembly declared.
You will be arrested. Thank you for your cooperation.
And as of Operation Safety Net at this time, law enforcement has not. They just fucking did. Sorry guys, my bad. So this Twitter account doesn't even know what they're talking about because they just did. My apologies, but so this is Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. We're on Humboldt Avenue in front of the Brooklyn Center Police Department. This is live right now. Share this stream. Unlawful assembly has been declared. Unlawful assembly has been declared. There was no curfew issued. This is Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, outside the Brooklyn Center Police Department. Press and medics have both been hit tonight. Not like last night. Last night there was 0 incidences of less than lethal force or any type of movement.
Well, come up to the front here for a few moments. Well, hopefully this.
Used by outbreak.
A.G. Smith. Hello to everybody that has joined. There is not a curfew there, according to the mayor tonight. They would not have a curfew. However, unlawful assembly has just been declared. Since we're having trouble with the signal here, I'm going to see if I can't get back to Washington, D.C. Here we go. We're back in Washington now. Police on bicycles. Whoa. Okay, so the march is progressing. I'll keep an eye on DC. There's some more fireworks going on.
Press and medics have both been hit tonight. Not like last night. Last night there was 0 incidences of less than lethal force or any type of munitions used by outbreak.
Well, this is we'll go back to Breitbart while I find a working this is back in Washington, D.C., and police and protesters appear to be having a confrontation. Of course, it would freeze on me as the confrontation was ongoing. Okay. Let's see if I. Okay, this guy's walking with the police, so that gives you an indication of their frame of reference. Nothing wrong with that. Just keep that in mind when considering the perspective.
Unnecessary violence is the reason why we out here. Is it necessary?
We'll keep monitoring what's going on in Washington, D.C. We're going to go back to Brooklyn Center.
I guess the best thing I can do is sit back here. That's the only thing I can think of because there's too many bodies around creating it. And for streaming the phone. So many people around. Wireless can't connect to it. Power, I don't know if it's addictive right now. I just know if you got 5 people standing in front of the TV while you're trying to use the remote, can't see the remote will work. Something like that. Except for it, I don't know how the internet works. But I want to continue to get what I can until, as long as I can, until the internet stands up. It's been in and out all night, so if anything, I'm just going to record. I live up the GoPro, so I can just record instead. Yeah, I'm trying to stay back from the better side. Yeah, I've been getting closer, but every time I do get closer, that's when the stream actually starts getting hit. And right now I'm at 20%. Oh, my ears, holy shit. Everybody's all taking a knee now. This is what they always do. People are protesting peacefully, and then they start to escalate it. Exactly what I mentioned earlier. It's not the crowd that escalates it, for those that keep mentioning it. It's the police that's actually doing it. As I said before, we touch their fence, you touch their fence, it's their fence. You touch it, you suffer the consequences. Even look at their trucks. I've seen it time and time again, that's how it goes. Everybody has all taken one knee, everybody's taking a knee.
Okay, we're going to go to something a little bit different here. This is happening live right now. Cortez Wright, one of the live streamers, has been stopped after leaving the protest.
Yeah, I do. I do know. So I need. Yeah. No, I said here. How you put on the wrong too? Yeah, Cortez. Yeah, that's right. Set my wallet right. I see. What you doing? One of y'all shot me. While I was out here recording.
Again, this is Cortez Wright, one of the live streamers. I'm trying to find it though. No, this not weed. That's safe. That's safe. It's real life safe. I've had it, but This is Cortez Rice. Cortez is one of the live streamers. He had just left Brooklyn Center protest, and police had pulled him over, and he's streaming the arrest or streaming the traffic stop. I want to make sure he gets to go away okay, and we'll go back to Brooklyn Center.
So you ain't even about to work with me now, man. No. That's crazy. I just showed you that, man. That's great.
Yeah, Mr. Martinez here is extremely there is that. Any golf questions?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Hey, you can put this in my car, man.
LG.
I got that shit with me, man. You got a crush with this already? That's all. Yeah, my crush. He got the other one. You're good with just one of them? No, I need both.
Did you go through the bag yet?
No. I put the bag in my car.
Put the bag in your car?
Yeah.
That's fine. Want to use your crutches and walk around by your car right now? You can sit on the ground and grab, okay? You're doing okay because you're sweating. Wow.
It's hot as fuck, man.
Okay.
And there's some bullshit.
Last picture was like some other.
That's some fucking bullshit, man.
Again, we're watching Cortez's live stream. He was leaving the protest area where he had been covering, and you can see the police in the background. He did not get too far until they swarmed him, pulled him out of his vehicle. He started live streaming, and we're watching it.
Is that a way I can lean up? Because it's going to be hard to get up. Okay, all right.
He's on crutches because he was shot in the leg. Had him on the other night showing basically a hole that had put in his leg.
You got the number to call?
612-444-2654. 2654. Call that number.
What?
You said
That's the
2654.
number you call. And you know that they can libel information they have on you. So don't tell them anything except for your name and basic information for voting, all right? Just ask for a lawyer. They can't legally ask you any questions if you ask explicitly for a lawyer.
2654. Yeah, 444-2654.
So there goes one of the live streamers is getting booked. Okay, I'll keep monitoring Cortez.
What's my charge?
I'm trying to be something like that. Everybody's just taking the lead now. Those that are taking extra media. And people that can't really. Everybody now has to stand up. Everybody was taking the knee for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. So it was on the knee. And never go ahead and apologize. We're going to keep myself around here a little bit. All these floodlights blasting in my eyes. I can't really see much. People sitting down, I don't want to step on people as well. So if you're wondering what's going on, I got the GoPro one hand and I got the phone in the other hand. I see somebody shooting a laser over there at the drone. Which diminished from earlier. It's just because I'm using this app Streamlabs and at 30 frames per second, but I'm running at 1700 kilobytes per second. Significantly slower than usual on streams, and the quality may be diminished. Make sure you guys head on over it. Like I mentioned before, if you want to join my group, it's called the Daily Drifters. It's still on the Daily Bugle, like Spider-Man, Peter Parker takes pictures of Spider-Man. I usually say, my name's Peter Parker, I'm not part of this. It's time slinging out of here. Pop comes to the sometimes you gotta add a little laughter to these streams. Sometimes it's a tragic thing to see a lot, you know. Sometimes it's easier to express some love and cheer than it is to spread hate. Anybody can spread hate, but if you can spread love, you can spread peace, kindness, then you're a different breed of person. All the other independent videos on that side over there. I'm on obviously the opposite.
Gonna pop over here to Frank Nitty real quick. Apparently, Frank.
That's what don't even make sense.
Frank cannot leave church property. Another live streamer. Apparently, all of these live streamers, as long as they're on church property, they will not be arrested. I don't know that to be true. It's just word I got. So let's see what Frank has to say.
Hey, you know, if you ever hear my scratchy voice, just follow it. Just follow it. It's the last chance to get out. Frank Nitty. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Cause I'll show if you see my life. Yeah. Right when I said we gotta go, they was like, just fall. I said, no, we gotta fall all the way back. They're coming around the side. They're gonna try to block us from going to the church. But we still all smart now. We're going around that backside. So tomorrow they're gonna block this way. They're gonna block that way and this way. I don't think nobody cars got out this time. No cars got out. Yeah, they tried to, but they were too late. Hey, watch your back. For a second, I didn't know where to take nobody. I was looking around. Everybody was running, and I was just thinking, like, moving slow. In slow motion, I'm like, everybody, on my camera, I'm just walking like everybody running. I'm like, where am I going to take them? I know where they are. I saw them running through the yard. Like, they came down like they should have come this way, and they cut over. And I was thinking, like, where are they going? Because that's the fence right here. And I'm like, oh, they running around. Hey, let's go over here. don't see no comments right now, y'all. They coming for you at the church? They coming for me at the church? I figured they was coming eventually.
Let's see if I can't get Frank on the show for an episode to talk. We'll jump back over. I'll keep monitoring Frank, and I'll keep monitoring Cortez Rice, and these people probably are not going to be going anywhere. Some of them, anyway.
I like to call it. I like to go and investigate once in abandoned locations to check to see if the paranormal is paranormal. We got light, that kind of yeah, just on that side of it. Hundreds of people are leaving now because they just announced that this area here is unlawful assembly. That's why I assume they're flashbanging, but I seen a water bottle go in the air. That's why they said stop throwing shit at them. And a good chunk of people have left now. So I'm gonna say, there it goes. Damn. That motherfucker almost shot me. Dog, they don't give a fuck with the hell they're shooting, I'm telling you. They don't care who they shoot. Oh yeah, they're starting to count. The cops are coming from this direction for the last 5 days. Now they've been coming from here to check people going to this direction. So now I'm assuming they're coming from this direction to track them this way. Because they're used to going this direction. So I'm pretty sure they're not coming from this way anymore. Everybody's leaving to this way. Now I assume they're going to be coming from that direction. This wasn't peaceful. They said it's an unlawful assembly. The only reason why they're actually doing that is because people are throwing water bottles. I understand that part, but it's just water bottles. At the end of the day, you can walk home, there's no bruises to you, there's nothing broken on your body, but when you get shot by a rubber bullet, it's done. You're fucked. And I know for a fact, because I see multiple people with bruises, abrasions, and even blood clots in their body just for being shot in the stomach or shot in the leg. Oh my fucking ears. There we go. That hit somebody in the head for sure.
You are hereby ordered to immediately disperse. Please do so quickly by heading to the
So those wondering why I'm dropping my stuff here into my stream, I'll drop whatever link I want. But also at the same time, people are out using my stream now, using Carlo's stream, Andrew Carlo. He's been here since day one, holding it down. People like using our stream, so the least I can do is, help me out. I'm not asking for no donations, I'm asking just for your support. If you want to like what I do, go just like the post, share the post. That's even good. If you want to help out more, subscribe to the YouTube, like the Facebook fan page. Go ahead on over to Spotify, iTunes, wherever music is sold and stream, and look at my name. Like I said before, people are asked to like to donate to me. No, if you want to support me, just tell me you did a good job, grab some merch, listen to some music, support me literally. Don't send me money and never talk to me again. That's not how I'm trying to build a technically relationship, you know? That's another type thing. For all those that are at home, streaming their stream. If you're not in Minnesota, why aren't you here? If you're out somewhere else, appreciate you doing it, I guess. Whoa. There's a drone right there in the sky. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, you can't. Holy shit. Is that a drone? Where's it going? Hold on, I'm going to check to see if it's a drone. Helicopter. Beautiful right, it's not out. Yep, it's a helicopter. What time is it? I do have to be in a meeting right now. Free. Oh, free. I'm supposed to be at home right now. Well, to do all respect to each and every one of you here, I do apologize that I have to cut the stream short. Make sure you go head on over there to Andrew McQuarrie and check out his stream right now. I completely got lost track of time and I have to be at home I got a meeting. But if you guys want to follow me, I'm going to walk on over to my vehicle right now, just for safety. If you want to follow me, just in case you guys can, I'm going to head over right now. I do apologize, like I said. Like I mentioned earlier, I do have a meeting.
All my streamers are bugging
If you want to have
out.
a plan, just let me know. I got a plan as well. It's on Facebook. Yeah, I got a plan that's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. It's on PlayStation. Oh, police are here.
That was Kid Drift. That stream was from Kid Drift. And we're back to Frank. Evidently, the National Guard are the ones keeping them from egressing the area.
You told me that way, man. Oh man, appreciate that. How you doing?
I've heard so many good things about you, man. I know you're a good brother, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, so keep doing what you're doing. Sure. I can do everything to support you just like you want.
I appreciate that, man.
Nah, man, you good too, bro.
No, it's getting rough out here.
I know it's getting rough, but I know you're a good dude. So. But Marquise is like the son I always wanted.
Yeah, that's dope.
He's a good dude, man.
Marquetto got hit with a rubber bullet.
Huh?
Marquetto got hit with a rubber bullet.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah.
He did?
Cortez got arrested. With he got a hurt foot too, like a strong ankle. I told him to stay back, like not be. Well, no, he can't. He on crutches.
Oh, he on crutches?
So yeah, since he on crutches, he can't.
Yeah, he can't get away.
Right?
Oh, man,
no. I'm like, stay back, bro. I'm like, when they start running, what are you gonna do? People gonna get your foot, you know? But no, he was in his car.
Yeah, we'll go check on Cortez right now since Frank's talking about him. Sitting on the curb.
I don't know if they're going to. The lieutenant said he was letting me go, but he said that I had to go through all the process and everything like that as well. And they IPO, I think it was, or something like that, looking up my. Because apparently I can't find his stupid ass badge in his damn backpack. As y'all seen them all storm up out of there. I tried to hop in my car and make sure I pull off. As soon as I pulled off, they was all right here in front of me. All the way down. I don't know. I guess so. Hey, so can you explain that to me? Because a lot of people was wondering the same thing. How can I be riding in my car holding a camera on crutches?
Okay, this is Cortez Rice, right? Cortez is one of the live streamers from Minneapolis. He's been detained by police for rioting. He's on crutches. This is Washington, D.C. This is Washington, D.C. We switched over. Cortez Rice was arrested leaving the coverage he was covering, and we actually cut to his live stream a couple of times. He was shot in the foot 2 days ago, and has a walking boot on his left ankle where he was shot. He actually showed it on camera. It just looked like somebody had. He was bleeding. It looked like somebody had just taken a hunk out of his shin. So he is temporarily under arrest. He said the lieutenant said he was going to let him go, but they had to go through the process. So we'll see how that happens. Frank Nitti, another one of the streamers from Minneapolis, is currently on a church property, and he has refuge there at the church property, but they're kind of waiting on him to leave the church property. So that's what's going on around Brooklyn Center at the moment. This is Washington, D.C. We'll stay here for a second and get back to the activities in Brooklyn Center. Okay. While that march is going on, I'll keep monitoring that. We'll get back to Brooklyn Center. I think I've got
lines, basically. You see there's one.
Of course, just as I come
here. And then I'm not sure if I can show you guys down further, but where the light is down there, they have another military line as well. So we just heard some of the media kind of laughing about a couple of these individuals being arrested here, saying, weren't those the kids that took off that way? So you can see here a few more individuals being taken into custody. So far, that's about 10 that I've seen. Well, it's probably more than 10. Actually, when you think about the number of people that we've seen in the background as well.
This is Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, just to be clear.
And you can see they're about to load in a few more individuals.
These people are all being arrested for rioting, by the way. We've been jumping around a lot, but I didn't see anything resembling a riot, just to be clear. Come up here to the comments real quick. I haven't been up the comments tonight. It's been a lot different night than it was last night. And all my live streamers are bugging out early on a Friday night, but I think they had a feeling things were not going to end well. League of Umbrellas in full effect. There's K-Money, KFC, Sam Scott, American Doofus. Are you saddened by the departure of Angry Viking? I wanted to have Angry Viking on the show. I wanted to have a conversation with him. Yeah, I guess I would be a little bit. I'm saddened by the departure of anyone that was using their voice, whether I agree with them or not. But it really doesn't impact me. He wasn't on the show. I messaged him a couple of times and wanted to talk, specifically before the second Louisville come down to the comments. But no, I didn't have anything against Angry Viking at all. And I was curious if, was he a racist? That was my big issue. It wasn't the guns. And it wasn't the concept of, worrying about what the government was going to do. I get that too. So, yeah, I'm obla di obla da. Life goes on. And I wish the dude nothing but the best. Fools fucked up. Now they get sent home. I don't know if they're going to get sent home. I think they're going to arrest as many of them as they possibly can. The way they've placed the police around here. Talk black to me. The world, we okay? Not except the black Captain America. The world is not okay. We're not okay. There's no reason for this guy to be locked up for being pissed off that one of his people was killed. That's just my opinion. I don't know. There might be a reason. He might have done something, but I didn't see a riot, and that is going to be the charge. That's the scuttlebutt, so to speak. That's going to be the charge for everyone as an initial charge. Then possibly fleeing or resisting arrest or whatever else they can tack on. I got there was a rumor floated around today that Grandmaster Jay's bail had been rescinded and that he had been confined again. And it was without, it was totally zero no 0.000000 confirmation on it. But if it proves to be true, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, you think about the timing. The Minneapolis public schools just closed Wednesday through Friday of next week in anticipation of the verdict in the Derek Chauvin trial for the murder of George Floyd. The George Floyd verdict for this first officer is imminent. And Grandmaster Jay, in the eyes of the government, regardless of what the communities think about him, in the eyes of the government, he's a major power player in the Black community. And it would make sense that they would take him off the board, so to speak, right before a verdict in the George Floyd trial. Or maybe it's just all coincidence if it proves to be true. But at this point, zero confirmation of that. But, you know, the timing, again, I would not be surprised. And here come two others that will be arrested for rioting, two little girls. And this is going to be the revolution of the youth. We tried to change things politically in the Bernie Sanders movement. We called it our revolution, and we shouted, "You can't stop the revolution," and they stopped us. So this revolution is going to be different. This is not my revolution. This is a revolution I'm covering for alternative news and information. But this revolution is going to be different if it comes to pass. Yeah, they, I mean, if I was in an intelligence agency, Grandmaster Jay would be what I would consider the closest thing to a power broker in the Black community, just based on appearance. As far and I don't mean appearance by looks. I mean appearance by how the community appears, probably to intelligence agencies. I'm guessing they think, well, the Black community is incredibly fractured, and the more fractured, the better. And they probably work to make that happen. But looks like this dad's trying to get this kid freed. Kid looks like he's about 13. He's a white kid. I'm not saying that's how. Hey, Knuckles, what's going on? I'm not saying that's why he's freed. And the Black kids that looked like they were probably 12 or 13 were put in the back of the wagon. Viking was forced off. Well, I'm going to have to hear more about that at some point. Because unless he's threatened to kill somebody or something. American Doofus, why don't you bring a 2A advocate on the show? I'm a 2A advocate. But Knuckles has been on the show. Knuckles is a 2A advocate. T-Rex has been on the show. T-Rex is a 2A advocate. Galaxy's been on the show. Galaxy's a 2A advocate. Yeah, I think I've done it, but it doesn't mean I wouldn't do it again. Oh, this little boy's deaf. and I'm guessing, okay, I was thinking white privilege, but the kid's deaf, and they probably just unhandcuffed him long enough to be able to sign language, and then they're going to cuff him back up, the dirty bastards. It's all a game. It's all a dance. It's all in preparation for this verdict coming down, in my opinion. Okay, this isn't news. This is my opinion. Everything we're watching, all the lines being formed, all the kettling, all the surrounding, all the circling up of vehicles, pulling people out of vehicles. This is all in preparation. This is all practice for the big dance, if you will. And I think you all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, Stones. True Soldier is indeed a 2A advocate. KFC's a 2.5 advocate. Okay, I only know some, but my understanding they were banned from everything, and only way they could have support was through cryptocurrency. Wow. Well, the dude could do it like me, and actually, never mind, because I probably should have pulled the plug on this thing a long time ago too, just because of having costing a lot more than I ever make off of it. But it's too important. It's too important to me. It's not about making a ton of money. Oh. So this is how they're booking them. They're booking them right before they're taking their picture with their mugshot, right before sticking them in the cage. All right, let's go back and see what's going on here volume wise. I'll be back up in a few minutes and duck into the chat again. If that's what really happened, it's wrong. It's expressing his voice, unless he just chose to do it because they can't. He's not making the money he needs to make to do it.
I wonder if all of these military people have been vaccinated. Barely seeing any of the law enforcement officers or National Guardsmen with masks.
Before I go back, Raphael, I don't make money off the NFAC. I make maybe, if I'm lucky, I make $200 a month off of views and a commercial at the beginning and the end. So I don't make money off of the NFAC. Just let's make that really clear. Grandmaster Jay has never come on this program. He's never acknowledged never even acknowledged a request for an interview with a no. And that's cool. That's okay. I totally understand. I poke a hole in his philosophy, because for his philosophy to work 100%, all white people have to do what he thinks majority or some or however many. He's got that monolithic thinking that all white people. So I kind of poke a hole in that. And, I understand him not wanting to come on. And also, I would ask legitimate questions. Whereas sometimes he does interviews where people just kind of, kiss his butt. And anyway, no, I'm not. I'm not affiliated with the NFAC. I think it's a great idea. I admire Grandmaster Jay for the guts he had to stand up in Louisville on those steps the first time they were there. And he gave an empowered speech, and he said words that I thought a lot of people needed to hear. And so that's where it's at. It's not a either or. I really seriously hope not. I really seriously hope that that he does not go to prison. I think he's too valuable for too many members of the Black community, and that's just my opinion. Okay. I also hope, one more thing I wanted to say. Yeah, I hope Grandmaster Jay doesn't go to prison. And I hope he didn't. I hope this wasn't a scam, and he didn't do this for a whole bunch of money, and it was a ripoff. I like I said, I admire him for what he's done. He's a very intelligent. He's very articulate. He's very savvy, but he tried to come off as a gun expert, and that bit him in the butt. And I called that. I said that. And I also said, you don't need to be a gun expert if you got 3,500 people behind you, locked and loaded. So that's a little more than I anticipated ever saying about Grandmaster Jay tonight, but nonetheless, he's always the people that love him, the people that hate him. Everybody's always talking about him. You can't argue that. Yeah, Raphael, I heard that rumor went around early this afternoon that his bail had been rescinded, and that he'd been put back in jail. I don't have any confirmation of that. As I said just a few minutes ago, if it did happen, I would not be surprised, simply because you'd want to take that major power player off the board, with the George Floyd verdict being imminent, basically. And one final thing, if Angry Viking got off because he just, he couldn't afford to do it anymore, that's okay. If he was forced off and they're suppressing his freedom of speech, then that's not okay. New video is out with the judge sentencing him. Well, my apologies. If that is the case, then I know you did, Stones. Okay, new video is out. Well, I'm going to turn the volume up here. I'm going to go back to the back there, sit on the couch at the computer, and if I can get my legs to unfold and my back to stretch out, and we'll watch some more people get arrested here, and I'll see if I can't find what else is going on in Brooklyn Center.
You saw like a red cross on the helmet. That is a volunteer medic who is being taken into custody.
Oh, right, they're arresting medics,
and there are volunteer medics on the scene here of these protests, because if people are getting shot with rubber bullets, it could be extremely challenging for paramedics to get in.
Yes, Stones, I know, you told me, and I said that it was a rumor, and sometimes rumors prove to be true. Only time will tell. So yeah, you were right, dude.
He didn't have anything to say. I probably wouldn't either. I just want to go home. Don't blame him.
Well, Knuckles, tell him to email American Doofus, all one word, at gmail.com, and he can come on my show and talk about what's going on with him.
So this woman is walking forward. She does not have any plastic ties on. Were you protesting? Maybe they've been instructed not to speak to media, because that's the second person who would not answer me. I'm still curious to see the young lady, if you guys have been watching for a little while, who had a big smile on her face. I'm still keeping my eye over here to see if they end up letting her go. We've seen two other people that they released, tried to ask them questions, but they did not want to talk. I'm sure this has been, very stressful. Maybe scary. One individual, the first guy who walked by was let go. He looked like he potentially had an injury in his shoulder.
Okay, I'm going to hop over to Frank Nitti real quick. He supposedly is still unable to leave a 1/2 block area.
I'm not that type of activist. Y'all better tell these people I'm alive. I'm built different. It hit different. I'm about to get blocked. So no. Black balls matter. You feel me? Black balls matter. Okay? It's the motherfucking movement. They so bored. Bro gotta get off that jam. Man, bro, this is my look. Like, only thing in there, there's a lot of shit in there. My shin guards is in there, my helmet, my jacket, my big jacket, and the speaker is with the nigga that got the truck, because that's when I was gonna put my helmet on. He's pulled it off, but he still didn't get out of here, which made no sense. I thought people speaking. I hope he got out. Yo, bro, it's time for him to go. Yo, bro gotta go. Who is dude? He gotta go. No, this ain't the first time. He keeps doing that to everybody. He keeps antagonizing all the black people, bro. He keeps antagonizing all the black people. He gotta go. This ain't the first time, bro. This is like the third person, bro. We don't know him. He keep on antagonizing black people, but he can't do that. He gotta go because he gonna call somebody to hit him in front of the police, and we don't want that. De-escalation. It don't matter who it is. If it was a black person, listen. When a black person throws somebody at the police, we remove them. If a white person antagonizing people, if he your friend or not, he gotta move around, bro. He can't be out. We ain't here for that. For real, bro. He gotta take him in the church or something, bro. You do it. I accept your apology, bro. Just relax, bro. Stop. I told you already, bro. Right. Just go in the church, bro. I don't even really want to tell you to leave. Like about forgiveness, bro. But stop doing that, bro. For real. If you're an ally, bro, listen to what we saying and respect us, bro. Please don't mess with the black people. I know, bro. Come get one of the black people and we'll address it. That's it. Do that. Thank you. Please do that. For real. This is black space. You gotta be respected out here. Thank you, sir. You know we talk. I love you, bro. We don't want to get into it with each other and they standing right there. I don't want no black person getting this person because the white dude ain't gonna get in trouble. Let's be real.
This is why I want to have this guy on my show. He's intelligent.
You got hit, bro? You good? Where you hit at? From the roof? Sniper on the roof. For one, y'all should know they tactics. They wouldn't run in, they would pull in. They would definitely pull in. No, they know him. The church know him. So I don't think he undercover. The church actually know him. When the church said they know him. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? If somebody can like some people, he's really just trying to de-escalate, but he's going about it the wrong way. You can't just come up to black people and tell them, don't say this, be quiet. You know what I'm saying? We want silence and stuff. See, now they on the church property. Look at that. See what I'm saying?
Okay, we're going to go back to Georgia 4. Georgia is a media person that was documenting the arrests. Now, basically what the police did, they blocked off all the exits and surrounded those that remained. They gave them a warning to leave, and then
they still have dozens of individuals.
Yeah, it's a mass arrest.
Already in between all of these different vehicles, we've seen probably about 2 to 3 dozen people booked already.
And keep in mind, these people that are arrested aren't going to get out until Monday.
Including one young man who we saw.
And
was on Facebook.
They aren't going to get out till Monday. So that means Saturday and Sunday of no protesting for them, decreasing the numbers. And again, I personally think this is all just a big practice for the procedures that law enforcement's going to need to implement when the verdict comes down for the trial of the murderer of George Floyd.
So we see a family here, a mother and her 3 children. 2 children who look like they are maybe 5 and 8, and an infant being escorted in, likely to their home. Now this vehicle here has been loaded up with protesters. And it appears as though they are getting ready to pull out. So this vehicle fully loaded with protesters, now transporting them to jail at this point. Now a little bit of a better view here as the scene is starting to clear out. I've seen 2 or 3 individuals with plastic ties being escorted even beyond where that road closure sign was. I'm guessing maybe that the vehicles back here are all now full. There's a girl here in plastic ties who's actually still using her phone. A backpack being searched. Then being placed in a plastic garbage bag. And then over here, it looks like they have set up a table to do more of the booking procedures. And then if you think, I'm not 100% sure how many people they can fit in the, I don't know if they call them paddy wagons, but there's 1, 2, 3 there. Plus we know they just had, it looked like a Suburban that was entirely full, that just pulled out.
Well, they got a couple of buses there. I'm trying to show you, so if you look over here, they are walking through, you'll see them in a second, they're escorting a few more individuals out. There they go. Those individuals have been released. Do you know how many people are getting arrested? And so he said he's getting taken to his vehicle. That is about the 5th or 6th individual that we've seen released this way as well.
So it's hard to say, especially because individuals, I've tried to get information from them as they walk past, but many you can tell are just distraught after having an end like this to their evening. Trying to get an understanding of like, how do they distinguish who gets to go home and who's arrested? So here's an interesting thing. I was under the impression on other evenings the curfew has been 10 p.m. I think maybe one night it was 10:30. Well, I just received a like a automatic response on my phone, and it said that curfew is 11 p.m. Well, right now it's 11:15. I've been out here well before 11 o'clock, and another individual being released, being escorted out. But yeah, so I was here well before the curfew tonight. Then, if curfew wasn't until 11, they already had people arrested. So I think people were under the impression that individuals were being arrested for breaking curfew. But if people are placed under arrest before the curfew, then that can't be the charge that they're faced with. It is starting to clear out. It doesn't look like there's as big of a crowd back here anymore. Like they have brought forward the majority of the individuals this way. But on this side, you can see, I think these are just law enforcement though on the side. I don't really see anybody in plastic cuffs down there, plastic ties. So for the most part, potentially they have brought forth the majority of the people who are being taken into custody tonight up this way. So let's see if they're letting press go closer. Excuse me, are you allowing press to go closer? Are you allowing press to go closer? Oh, okay, okay. Well, I got a little closer, you guys. I tried it. So he is going through his belongings and tying them up in a garbage bag. So about 3 people there who have not been loaded in yet. 4 people, actually. There's an individual standing closer to the car there on the left. And then over here, it's like still quite a bit of people kind of gathered together over here in this area. At least about a dozen people there. So you see these signs that have been put here? Let black boys grow into men.
I still have not found any. I still have not found any video
It's just 20.
about Jay being
Your career is a choice.
arrested or
Black is not.
bail being revoked or anything like that. So
Many fathers dead.
if somebody has that video, send a link to americandoofus@gmail.com. I just searched YouTube and I searched Google.
He looks extremely young as well.
And I looked at K Money NFAC and I looked at OC the Great, the normal places where they'd have information. Okay, great. Well, I hope she comes back on because I'm running out of options here real quick. All the live streamers bugged out about 10 minutes before whatever went down. So I don't have footage of that at the moment. I'll have it up tomorrow when I get some. Try to get Frank up here. Come on. Get your broadcast up. She didn't sign off and she's professional media. So something happened, either her stream or there we go. Okay, Frank is still live. He's still trapped at the church. Go over there until her stream comes back up.
Don't just like go the same direction when they pull off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they gonna get detained. Like, this is dumb. Every night, like, turn behind the police, going that way, yeah. Instead of going left. Yeah. They be hiding, bro. Like, listen, this is what they gonna do. They gonna hide over here tomorrow. They're gonna hide over there. Watch. And when we try to get over here, they gonna block this part off. Right? Oh, appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. No, that's cool. Man, that's cool, man. We need drunken local skateboarders, man. Moving the welcomes everybody.
Also, I guess the unofficial dedication don't be right now because I was trapped. The driveway is off.
Yeah, you know, I can't leave like that. I ain't goofy. I'm in this white truck. I wish I had a black truck. How you doing? I said, I wish I had a black truck. I got a white truck. I ain't going nowhere for a second.
I got a minivan. They wouldn't even look at me twice.
Yeah. No, they saw that white truck already though. Every day is like an adjustment. Like they enjoy it too much. Like the police, they having too much fun. Police with this, you know what I'm saying? Like they literally having too much fun. Every day they make an adjustment. They really feel like the first night, they like the second day they had us right there, and then they rushed us like across, and then everybody left. And they let us all go this way. Then the next night after that, they blocked it off right there. But they didn't know we had an election. I had to talk to the pastor. So when we had there, everyone had to go on the sidewalk. So then they blocked it behind there, and then everyone had to. I was already parked here, so we had came through this way, right?
Each night a different piece has been added. If you listen to him explain how they've changed it, it's all in preparation for the verdict. They're not going to close the schools. They're not going to put all this manpower around if they're expecting peace.
Right. Like once they leave, why do anything to bring them back? Yeah. It makes no sense. Like, yeah, today they made a line from here all the way down. So I took everybody and we ran around the gas station and came through the back. Like each day they try something different. But each day, like people I'm alive with telling us. Right now, that's my guess. I honestly think though, at this point, they don't care. Because it's like only like 10 people.
I mean, that was when they get there, where like, that was it. That was
No, they can't get a warrant for the church. They can get a warrant for a person, but they still can't come in the church to get them. If they see him on the grass, like they had a warrant for me, they see him on the grass, they come get him. If I ran in the church, they can ask the church to give, like, let the church upside down. It's crazy because, like, it's like, just how the police come line up like that. They was mad tonight. Like, they're doing different stuff to the church now. Like, the first night they didn't know we was here. The second day they didn't know. They realized we got sanctuary. So the third day, they blocked us in. There's that bus. See, look, this is why, this is the only problem, which is what's going to happen. But the tow truck is making plenty money.
I know.
They told it. They told you the other night or no?
Dodging the spotlight. I hid under a black car and pulled my hood up. And I was running down Emerson.
You hit under the car, that's
I
funny.
did. It was like
Look, it's nice to be small though. Like I got this big old thing on. I could never. I watermelon. It's crazy. Never heard you trying to hide. Yeah. That's funny. Oh, you talking about, yeah, with the spotlight and he's running, he's shot on the wall. Like this.
That was me. I was like, this is like bullshit. So I ran out, got my car, came back, was into the mechanic, I drove over the curb.
They saw, but it's, listen, if we outsmart them, they enemies got to be fucking them up. Like, if we outsmart them every day, like, they got to be doing terrible overseas. Like, they everywhere, bro. Look, they're right there still. They coming back now? That's what I'm saying. Y'all brought them back, bro. Y'all really brought them back. Y'all happy about that? Y'all brought them back. Oh my God. Yeah, Frank. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. There's one press guard here, we don't press guard.
Okay.
He's in khaki pants.
I'll say it right now.
Okay.
I don't think they're coming over here though. I think they're going to a vehicle. I think they're going to a vehicle. I don't think they're coming to fuck with us. See? Yeah, see? They're not coming over here. No, they're turning. Hey, let them leave, bro. Let them leave. They don't know what to do. Right. Now they just want to terrorize the black community one last time. You know what I'm saying? Before they go, let's make sure we terrorize the residents that live here, like the church that's here. Like, you help black people, you just gonna be terrorized. Like, that's how they literally feel. That's what I'm saying. Like, they literally just practicing. And we outsmart them every day. It's so stupid. That's what I don't understand. Like literally every day they get outsmarted by regular people off the streets. Like, every day. They got all this tactical gear, all this stuff. They got sergeants, they got military presence, they got a helicopter, and they still can't box us in the right way. Everybody does it. No! That's how we are. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, right now, and I let people operate in their space, and I tell them what I advise them, and if they take my advice, that's fine. But realistically, before they hit, we're supposed to march and hit the streets and be going all over the place, marching, and then they fucked up for the rest of the night. We're supposed to leave there and start marching. We're not supposed to just, like, you know what I'm saying, stay there until we get fucked up. We're supposed to make them move around, make them have to chase us around the city and shit. But at the same time, it depends on who you're marching with, because it's dangerous then, because people can't get back to their car. They got to know what they're getting themselves into. You can't have it running and shit. Y'all got to march all the way back.
That's all you want to do is stick with the small streets.
Yeah.
Side streets.
Yeah. They're getting better, though. They're getting better every day. You know why? Because it's people that ain't been out here. There's too many people that's only coming out here every blue moon, so they don't know not to park over there. Like, all the people that parked over there didn't know not to park over there. No. Like, I know don't park nowhere past the church. You know what's funny? On my live, they was like, you parked way over here? Like, the people that they walked to get my speaker with me, they said, you parked way over here? I said, yeah, I parked at the church. And then we walked way back, and now wherever they park, was in there. Like, You know what though? I want y'all to be smart too though. Like when y'all be like, Ted's got arrested, go help him. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, go get arrested with him? like, what do y'all expect me to do? I do like information. Like, let me know Ted's got arrested. Let me know so we can start making the moves to get him out and shit like that. But like when y'all be like, oh, Ted needs your help. He just got arrested. Go get him. I'm like, nigga. Like, what do y'all really think I could go? Like, I could do some things, but like I already tried to save him when I told him don't go over there with the crutches, like so that you don't get arrested. I told him that. Like my premonition and vision don't be enough sometimes. Like people think I just be saying stuff. I don't be guessing. I'll be like, bro, don't go over there. You're gonna get arrested. You're gonna get arrested on them crutches, bro. Like he must have thought he had a couple days first. No. Ricardo. Cops arresting. He said cops arresting everybody that left the church. Where Ricardo at?
He got out early.
Yeah. So look, the people that went that way got arrested. So don't drive that way. Like common sense. Like somebody said he down Andrew Ricardo live getting arrested. The people that left the church. That's what somebody just said. So if you leave, don't go that way. You're gonna be breaking curfew. That's why they sat here so that we could break curfew. So that when we leave, they can pull us over. That's why they stay here. Literally, that's what they did. Yeah. That's crazy. They blocked us in though to break curfew and then like open up like you can go so they can pull us over after curfew. Like obviously we smarter than that. Like y'all ain't left yet. When y'all leave, when them buses come through, it's time to go. Like when they leave. Y'all park over here? Okay, y'all all right there.
Stuck north here.
Did you find your people, sweetheart? Oh yeah, she got arrested. She's still in there?
I do for all the teams that are doing like health safety and
I've been out here 5 nights with bro. This the night he get. The night I put my stuff in his truck. The night he get arrested. Well, I hope he made it out. Oh snap! Hey,
Okay, I do have Mercado pop back up.
Well, this Bearcat's got its light in our shit, and I can't see anything. I'm gonna go back down. Go this way. How you feeling now? Remember when I asked you earlier how you felt before all this happened? And now how you feel?
I feel like, you know, like,
Here, I'll switch over.
people that listen to me made it to the church. It was a nice chunk of them. Like, I saw, like, them running behind the building. So they were like, we're good, we just fall back to right here. I said, no, they're trying to kettle us. We have to go now. So
Everybody talking to Frank.
We're trying to, you know what I mean? Because usually, you know what I mean? They do that.
That was a blitzkrieg. That was a blitzkrieg, though. That was
They
fast.
didn't even rush us. They faked like they were gonna rush us, and they were coming over this way. So when I saw that, I saw them, like, I turned and caught it on my line. I said, let me come all the way around and try to block some more of the church. And once they block that, it's a wrap. How you feeling, man? You got hit today?
Yeah, I did.
Twice?
Yeah, just once. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just. This point, bro. You already know how it is.
Like I told them, like, I knew it was going down. They started taking offense.
Yeah, that's when it started. That's when I got hit. And they started taking me open that fence. I was like, what's that? Blew up right at me.
I think some of me, like, they love you. They love you.
Yeah, they get the fun. They do all the running.
They love you. Because they be chucking from so far.
Yeah.
Like, some of me coming from, like, far away. You know what I mean? That's how you know they just, like, banging up there. I'm throwing that crowd over here. Oh, bro, you're hit, bro. You know, we got them down there earlier. Yeah, they got them all day. They disoriented.
Oh my God, yeah, dude. Yeah. I fell down twice. Yeah, I fell. It's a concussion grenade, so like you can't hear anything, and it's just kind of like a big what the fuck, like it just throws you off, like yeah. That's what they were like. You need a man, like nah.
Like, get up. Like, I'm afraid, like, oh, I'm good. I'll get ready. No, you got a shot. You got a blue level. You alive. My bro got hit bad today.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
All hurt. Like, whoa.
One
mob go over, just drop, back.
It looked like an inmate or something. It looked like somebody threw an inmate. They throw it, and just the man go boom. The flashbang's way louder. The flashbang.
It was, I mean, up until that point when the fence started getting fucked with. Fence was open, and then first grenades and all of it started coming out. And then they just didn't even give it time to. They must be towing all vehicles that are in the parking lot. Took you guys in there. I need to sit. That bench. I'm about to sit on this bench over there. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh. Different bench, different sanctuary. Still same satisfaction. Sitting is so underrated.
All right.
Yeah, the church is open completely. There's they have food.
The same thing in Louisville on multiple occasions. Churches near 6th and Jefferson would open up. I can't find any other streams, any other activities going on. So going to go ahead and put this to rest for tonight. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, my time. Hello, Andrew. No, I don't have COVID. I'm actually vaccinated, and no, I just had a drink go down the wrong way. Yeah, no false rumors. All right, I'm going to get off of here for the night. I'm assuming we're going to have a busy day tomorrow and tomorrow night. I don't have any intel, as they say. Nobody's, or at least I haven't checked the email, to be honest with you. Hey, I appreciate the concern. There's a good look at Andrew Mercado, in case you haven't ever seen him. I became familiar with Andrew during the Kenosha, Wisconsin, the uprising there after Jacob Blake was shot 7 times in the back. And by the way, that police officer is on duty and did not act in any way inappropriately, according to Kenosha, Wisconsin police. But anyway, Andrew and CJ, it was their footage that I had that night that we watched live on here. The Kyle Rittenhauser, I don't remember exactly what it was, but young man killed 2 people and blew the arm off of another guy. And that was one of those times I questioned, do I do these things live? But thankfully, that was the rarity, not the normality. So, all right, definitely more pepper spray. I'm sure we'll find that tomorrow night. And if anything breaks up tomorrow afternoon, if something breaks later on tonight, I could be back on because I'm going to be monitoring Frank, and I'm going to be seeing. There was supposed to be activity in Portland, but I can't find either one of the 2 streams I normally use. So if I find something, I may be back up later on. I doubt it very seriously as late as it is. Probably try to get some rest and do it all again tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. It is the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. Y'all take care of yourselves. It is a dark world. Try to be a light. I love y'all. I mean that. And if you want to get a hold of me, email americandoofus@gmail.com. And if you are a subscriber, thank you very much. Hit the like before we get out of here, if you would. And if you're not a subscriber, K Money KFC. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. We have a lot of fun here. It's a way of coping. Humor's a way of coping with serious stuff, and we're in a serious time, so got to laugh every once in a while. Again, I'll keep monitoring these 2 guys, and if something breaks, I'll pop back on. But I imagine they're just going to be playing a waiting game, a cat and mouse game with the police, because anybody that does leave is going to get pulled over, and if nothing else, just to mess with them. because it's that time of night. And again, I think this is all just practice for what we see next weekend. But we'll be back tomorrow. Hit the notification little bell thing there, because I don't know exactly when it'll be. It's when something pops off. So I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus.